Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. Arsenal are looking unstoppable in their quest to win the Premier League. It's a difficult video to do, but I'm not gonna ignore the fact that just because I'm a United fan, I'm not gonna not react to a big story for That's Football. And pretty fresh, just finished my match reaction on the United stand, which you can watch. But looking at it more from an Arsenal point of view, that's what we want to do on here. Look, I hate to say this because they've just beaten my team, but that sort of performance, and I've seen it for years as a United fan under Sir Alex. These are performances that can get you over the line to win a title. Obviously, they're still only 5 points clear of Manchester City. They've got to play them twice, but they do have that game in hand, and it's Arsenal versus Man City for the title. It always has been, but they're looking unstoppable, Arsenal, at the moment. I actually think United have done them a big favour twice this year. I think beating them at Old Trafford, Arteta learnt a lot. He got to 1-1 at Old Trafford. I think he thought he was going to win the game, went a bit on the front foot, and we did him on the break, and we beat them. And I think he learned from that in subsequent weeks. And I think they'll learn from United today, because I think we're the best team that's played them at the Emirates this year, and I think Arteta will acknowledge it. It was a really 50-50 possession first half, and we let a silly goal in, really, after scoring a really good goal. And obviously, they've won the game late on with that whole relentless, and look, they were the team attacking at the end. We ran out of energy, we ran out of options. They're the home team. We would have took a point. We got very close to a point, and then they win it. And I'm not going to say they didn't deserve to win it. It's a 90-minute game. It was hard to take, but they won it. They deserved to win it. There was no dodgy decisions in the game. Arsenal deserved to win it. I hate to say that. We are progressing. United are definitely progressing, but Arsenal are at a different level. They were able to bring on better players from the bench. They had the home support, and they won the game. And I think they will learn something from that, because on the quest to winning a title, you want to learn things. And I think in the preparation for those big games against Man City, United probably did them a favour, because we came to the Emirates and we did want the ball. We wanted to pass out from the back. We wanted to play higher up. We wanted to, engage them higher up the pitch and not just sit back. I mean, we did in the second half because we had to, but in the first half we didn't. And I think Arsenal and Arteta will learn from that and go, you know what, teams might present different problems to us, and we've got to be prepared for that. Not everyone's going to come to the Emirates and just sit back and let us grind them out and grind them down. Sorry. So I think it will actually stand Arsenal in good stead, the way Manchester United played against them, and the fact that they won that game will give them so much confidence. But as a team, I felt that, Xhaka's renaissance or rediscovery or improvement is remarkable as it is consistent. I highlighted him when I was watching the game. I said, we're not picking up Xhaka. He keeps getting into these positions in and around the box, and we're not picking him up. So I thought he had a good game. You can't take anything away from the striker. I don't particularly think Nketiah is that good, but he's better than I thought he was. And in the absence of Jesus, I think he's much better than I expected him to be. He scored 2 goals today. Jesus wouldn't expect to score 2 goals against Manchester United. So he's done what a striker needs to do, and he makes some intelligent runs. And he's up against 2 very experienced centre backs today, and he's done well. Saka is, I don't know whether, I know Arsenal fans think he's fantastic. I think he's fantastic. I've been saying it for quite a while. I still think some people think he's just a youth player who's a little bit overhyped. Hopefully that's starting to change, because he's a fantastic player, and I thought we stood off him too much. That goal, by the way, I thought Rashford's goal was brilliant, and Ramsdale's been brilliant for Arsenal, and he shouldn't get beaten from there, but then you see the goal and you see how. And David De Gea's been brilliant for us, and you think, how's he got beaten from there? And then you watch it and you go, that's how. It's bending back in. It's a brilliant goal, a bit like Rashford's. Absolutely world-class. Second time in bloody 2 games United have conceded a world-class goal as well. But he's a fantastic player, Mr. Consistent, Mr. Mature as well. He's never won a Premier League before. He's in his early 20s. Level-headed, mentality is fantastic. Really, Arsenal defended well as well. The goal was a bit sloppy, the second goal that they conceded. The first goal was a great goal by Rashford. We created nothing for Weghorst. Arsenal didn't create loads of chances themselves. They had a lot of shots, but not anything clear-cut. Nketiah had that chance that David De Gea saved. But I felt on the balance of play, it was a really good game. And if I wasn't a United fan and I was watching that, I think I would have gone, what a great game. 1-1, 2-2, and then a late winner. It was a really good advert for the Premier League again. But a very, very difficult result to take as a Manchester United fan, because I think we've moved so far from where we were last season to where we are now, and you definitely feel the progress, but it's a loss. For Arsenal, hopefully that's a guide of where United can be in 2 years' time, because Arsenal are now in that position where that progress they maybe were having, they're not progressing now. They're consistently winning. I hope they do win the title, because I don't want Man City to win it. I'd rather Arsenal win it as a Man United fan. I don't normally say those sort of things, but I don't want Man City to win it, so I hope Arsenal do. I think Man City's couple of results they've had, Spurs and Wolves, puts them right back in it. And the dangerous thing about Man City, as we all know, is they are capable of just winning game after game after game after game. And those games, basically what Arsenal have got to do is not lose twice to Man City. If they can draw twice, they'll maintain that gap of 5 or 8 points. If they can lose one and draw one, they'll still maintain a gap, but they can't afford to lose 2. If they can win one, I think they're basically going to win the league, but they cannot afford to lose both those games. That will open it wide open. But Arsenal will be the underdogs in those games, even though they'll be top, if you know what I mean, because Man City just have this aura of experience, and Pep has this "I was your boss" over Arteta, so that might work in Arsenal's favour. But they look the real deal, and I really look forward to those games between Arsenal and Man City, because they will be the title deciders, really. I mean, Arsenal are capable of hitting April and May and getting nervous, and every game becomes like you're playing Barcelona at home, even though you're playing Fulham away. That nerves will kick in, I'm sure it will. But I looked at, what a week for Arsenal. They've beaten Spurs away and Man United at home, and I looked at that week and I thought, if they take 6 from that, I said it after the Spurs game, they've got one hand on the trophy. I firmly believe they have now, because who is going to beat Arsenal? As a United fan, I've watched every game this season. I've also watched a lot of other Premier League games. Who is going to beat Arsenal? How many losses have they got left? I know there's a lot of points to go, and I know Man City are capable of winning every game, but how many games are Arsenal going to lose between now and the end of the season? Unless there's a collapse through injury, and they're doing a lot of work in January to prevent that. So I think that Arsenal are really good, and Man United played really well against them, and obviously we still lost. So who is going to be able to play like United played against Arsenal and beat them? Well, obviously Man City can, but that's 2 games, and they might not be able to do it twice. Liverpool are not playing very well. Chelsea are going through transition. Spurs have already been beaten. So, and I don't think the Brightons, the Fulhams, the Aston Villas, they might be able to take a point out of them, but they're not definitely going to beat them. So Arsenal are in a very strong position now, and it pains me to say it, because I'm still very, very much feeling that result, and you have to feel it. I'm gutted. I don't want to be talking positively about Arsenal, but they're looking unstoppable at the moment, and it's a very, very big result for them. So fair play to them for the win today. Thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video. I'm going to go and lick my wounds and have a bowl of shreddies, but take care, smash a like, subscribe, and get your comments in below.